Bill Gates. The name evokes images of a technology pioneer and a philanthropist dedicated to eradicating global diseases. But beneath the veneer of his public persona are stories that don't often make it to the headlines. Stories that include legal scuffles, dubious investments, and extravagances that clash with his image of frugality.
Bill Gates, what's your favorite animal?
Dog.
What's your favorite food?
Hamburger.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Nothing.
What is your worst fear?
I don't want my brain to stop working.
Let's dive into 10 bizarre tales that reveal a different side of the world's most famous billionaire, a side that's enshrouded in scandal and opulence. Buckle up, this isn't your typical success story. Bill Gates wields power that can swing the pendulum of economies, influence legal outcomes, and reshape the fabric of society. But sometimes, even the most carefully laid plans can spiral into controversy. From court battles over intellectual property to his forays into luxury that seem at odds with his philanthropic ethos, the stakes of Gates' actions go beyond his own empire, affecting lives and livelihoods across the globe. We'll pull back the curtain on the sometimes controversial outcomes of living life as one of the richest men on earth, tangled in a web of wealth and legal wars. In the realm of high-stakes tech ventures, Gates' name is synonymous with innovation. But not all that glitters is gold. There was the case of a promising artificial intelligence startup, which, after Gates threw his financial might behind it, found itself embroiled in an intellectual property conflict. It was a battle over the ethics of AI, and at its heart was the question of profit versus progress. Gates' involvement drew criticism and raised eyebrows, casting a shadow over the promise of AI to better humanity. Lavish indulgences amidst global philanthropy. While Gates is lauded for his pledges to charity, his private indulgences tell a story of contradictions. One such tale involves an underground mansion rumoured to house a collection of rare artefacts, a far cry from the modest lifestyle he preaches. This clandestine collection, estimated to be worth millions, contradicts the public image of a man dedicated solely to the betterment of society. It's an extravagance that has raised questions about the true extent of his wealth and the nature of his investments. The controversial pivot to philanthropy. Gates' departure from Microsoft was not merely a career change. It was a seismic shift that sent ripples through the tech and philanthropic worlds alike. What many don't know is that this pivot was precipitated by a series of events that cast a pall over his legacy. A misstep with far-reaching financial implications and a philanthropic strategy that, some argue, focuses more on influence than altruism. It was this blend of controversy and ambition that reshaped Gates' journey, transforming him from tech mogul to the face of global charity, albeit a face that some view with skepticism. The shadow side of Bill's brain. The quiet halls of an unknown library in Gates' residence hold a secret collection of literature, some of which contains ideas that have long been subject to ethical debate. This exclusive library, accessible only to a select few, includes first editions and manuscripts that many bibliophiles can only dream of. However, it's not the rarity of these books that stirs intrigue, but the content within them. Economic theories and philosophies that have shaped Gates' approach to wealth and power, some of which have sparked heated discourse in the academic world. The offshore controversy. Gates' empire isn't immune to the allure of offshore tax havens. While advocating for higher taxes on the wealthy, investigative reports have uncovered shell companies and funds nestled in the quiet corners of the Cayman Islands, known for their tax secrecy. The revelation stirred a dialogue on the disparity between Gates' public stance on tax fairness and the financial strategies employed by his wealth managers. This dichotomy paints a complex picture of a man navigating the murky waters of morality and capitalism. The luxury of privacy. Privacy comes at a premium, and for Gates, this luxury manifests in the form of a state-of-the-art private jet collection. These aren't just any jets, they're flying palaces that serve as sanctuaries away from prying eyes. But as his fleet shuttles him across skies, it raises questions about the carbon footprint of a professed environmentalist, highlighting the paradox of preaching sustainability while indulging in one of the most carbon-intensive modes of travel, the charitable chess game. Philanthropy or influence. Gates' generous donations are often seen as a benefactor's hand extending across sectors. Yet, whispers in the halls of power suggest these moves are strategic plays on the global chessboard. Some critics argue that his financial support for certain media outlets and academic institutions might shape the narrative in his favor. These investments, cloaked under charitable giving, could be interpreted as Gates fortifying his influence in areas where public opinion is still up for grabs. The patent kingpin. The man who once dominated the software industry hasn't left his roots behind. Gates holds numerous patents, some of which cover technologies crucial for everyday life. But when those patents prevent affordable access to essential medicines or technologies, the ethical line blurs. Activists have called out Gates for creating a patent fortress, potentially hindering innovation and access in developing nations, all in the name of profit and control. The AI gambit and the price of progress. Gates' fascination with AI isn't just a hobby, it's a gambit with the potential to redefine human existence. His investments in neural networks and machine learning come with the promise of a better future. But at what cost? The aggressive pursuit of AI dominance has led to companies under his influence pushing boundaries, sometimes at the expense of workers' rights and privacy. It's a high-tech tightrope walk between utopia and dystopia, with Gates holding the balancing pole. The questionable quest for educational reform. One of Gates's most ambitious endeavors has been to reshape the educational landscape. His foundation's funding of educational initiatives was meant to revolutionize learning. However, the top-down approach, heavy focus on standardized testing, and technology in classrooms have been met with resistance and controversy. Educators and parents alike question whether this approach benefits students or tech companies. Gates' vision for education reform is another chapter in his book of good intentions laced with unforeseen consequences and contentious debates. As we've journeyed through the lesser-seen corridors of Bill Gates' world, from his vaults of secrecy to his flights of luxury, we're reminded that the line between benevolence and influence is as thin as it is blurred. Gates' life is a mosaic of innovation, ambition, and contradictions, a testament to the complexities of wielding immense power and wealth. Whether his actions are viewed through a lens of skepticism or admiration, one thing is clear. The legacy of Bill Gates will forever be a subject of global discourse, challenging us to ponder the true cost of progress and the price of philanthropy. As we close this chapter, we're left to reflect on the multifaceted nature of a man who has shaped the world in ways unimaginable, for better or worse. Hit subscribe to crack open more billionaire secrets and ring the bell so you won't miss a single reveal. Got thoughts on Gates or a billionaire you want us to uncover next? Comment below. Your detective skills are needed on this quest. Let's dig deeper together.